this whole lifestyle is, I think, pretty good for people who are interested in trying to be really financially conscious and financially responsible. And I think we've had a good start at that. There's only some times where we really have to be working like all the time. We can actually enjoy ourselves sometimes. And I think we've learned far better how to strike that balance between, like, this is what we need to earn to feel good, but also to save, and then this is what we want to spend.
I think so too. I think there's a way to travel full-time and make it really expensive. And I think that's what people think of when they think of traveling full-time, because for most people, a vacation is where you'll spend most of your money, you know, because you want to make the most of whatever period of time that is.
Well, that's what people save up for, too.
Exactly, and you're saving for that. So how can we travel full-time and not blow all of our money all the time on everything that we go see? Because we want it to be sustainable. We want to be able to do this for a long time.
We did the whole Minneapolis to San Francisco thing.
We made it. Because it's such an expensive place, I don't know if it's somewhere that we would have gone just on our own, but we had a client there. So we had some work to do. We got to do one of our marketing tea content sessions, lots of filming and photographing. And this client, we were working at her house, and she had a spectacular view of the Golden Gate Bridge and the bay. It was incredible.
And it's massive.
It is massive.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Really cool. I love the bridge. It's so, I mean, for a photographer, it's like really fun to take photos of.
San Francisco itself, we did get to go into the city and have some good time, because I had been there, but this was a first for you.
Right.
What did you think of San Francisco?
Oh, it was fun. Saw the Palace of Fine Arts, and I think we really, with that one, tried to do that, you know. We were looking for free and or affordable activities, which is, we're going to walk through and see, you know, the architecture of the city and just see kind of what is going on there. And that's the other thing about traveling is, like, when you're in an iconic place, you got to see it, because if you don't, you're going to regret it. You got to take that opportunity and just do it in the way that makes the most sense.
Here's another money-saving thought that links into our story. You really wanted to see Redwoods.
I did.
We were quite far from, like, the actual Redwoods National Park, right? We've just learned some things about national parks, just in terms of how we vibe.
Well,
They're
especially
so busy.
The, like, really pretty popular ones.
Still, I mean, we still are great patrons of the national parks. We go all the time. But in this case, we really just wanted to go out and get some, like, alone time in the woods. If you're willing to look, there's a lot of county parks or even state parks. It depends on the area that you're in, but a lot of times you can find something that is free, and you can go and do that too.
I thought it was really fun because, like, we got to still see those really towering redwoods. They were really pretty, and it was really fun, and we were alone. It was a good time.
It was the kind of outdoor time we like.
The other thing we did was, since we knew it was expensive and we were going for a shoot, we originally were planning to go for, like, as short of a stay as possible. But then we realized that we'd get a free night if we stayed for a week. If you're looking to get started right away without a massive kind of investment right at the start, RV parks a lot of times can be cheaper. What we always look for is, you know, staying somewhere for a week or even a month. That really knocks those nightly rates down a lot. Or in
increments of a week at least.
Right, or like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Yeah, exactly. We also didn't go out to eat. We really like to, you know, just eat kind of simply and eat the kinds of foods that we like and that are healthy for us. I think for a lot of people, that's going to be one of those categories that's going to kind of push the budget a little bit.
Yeah, if you're a traveler, it's going to depend on the type of kitchen setup you've got.
Yeah.
It's why we like being in an RV. We really care about where our meat comes from. And we've talked about that on the podcast before. So when it's possible, when it's doable for us, when we have the time to do it, my favorite is when we go buy our meat from a farmer's market.
Right.
From an actual farm nearby. That is the best thing to do. And it's fun traveling because you're, like, a part of the local thing that you're doing as you're traveling. You're eating local meat. It's great.
I think the other thing is that we've come up with, like, some ways to have some more fun with cooking when we're at different places. That makes it feel like we're a little bit more connected to the town that we're in. the main way to do that is like what you said, go to the farmer's market. I mean, that's the most local food, and you can see what people are growing in this area, what's kind of unique to this area. We've been to local co-ops in Marquette, Michigan. That was the coolest co-op. The other really fun thing we do is we'll make like a local recipe. We have that book of pizzas, which is really fun. There's like a pizza from each state, and so we'll sometimes just go, buy some kind of fancy ingredients for that and make that local dish, and that's another really fun way to feel like your food is being connected to the travels. And then I think the last fun thing we did to really make this whole San Francisco trip really fun is that on our way out, we were going from San Francisco to Salt Lake City, where we are now. We just had a one-night little boondocking trip that was super fun. So we ended up staying near the Bonneville Salt Flats, just into Utah from Nevada. It was very empty because it is hot right now. The way we did it, we just got there in the evening and we left kind of, late in the morning when it was just starting to heat up, and it was really fun. We got to get out into nature for a little bit and just go play on the salt flats. I have fallen prey to just wanting to go to the most popular boondocking spots all the time because the photos look the prettiest that you see, on Instagram or on Campendium or whatever. And then this one, I just expected it to be kind of lame, and then we would just go to Salt Flats, but it was so pretty.
It was.
It's fun.
It is important to us that we have the right balance between working at certain times and also being able to not have to work all the time. Everybody's equation is different, man. I don't know your life. I don't know your goals. I don't know what you want to do. But what I know is that because we started a business when we were quite young, we've been just really conscious of it, and we track it pretty consistently. Some people really would like to work a ton, save up a bunch, and then go see all the stuff and pay whatever it costs to do it. That's fine too, man. But I can tell you that, like, from a sustainability aspect, I think the balance we put together is really sustainable. And you want to strike that balance. You don't want to be working so much because you need so much money to pay for all of the things that you do in the now limited free time. Right. Because you're working all the time.
I think the name of the game for us is sustainability, and we just want to make sure we can do this lifestyle for a long time.
100%. So get out there.